Are we ready for this? Not that anyone's actually watching this LP anymore, and I'm starting here because I know we're gonna hit the events right away. So instead, let's just get started right now. How about that? Boom. Are we ready? It's sort of a point of return, I have a feeling. So now we're at the police station. Well, to current events. I forgot to turn off the Discord thing. A needle. This is directly after you got caught, huh?
Guess the drug was too strong.
Well, I mean, it's a repeat. We probably already saw this anyway. Oh, damn. He's all bruised. I remember it's the guy who got him. No, it's not.
No dozing off.
But he is around, the guy who got him here in the first place.
You still don't get it, do you? Give it up!
Oh. Now, how did they catch him?
Cooperate. What? You want another shot?
Are you recounting this to Sai?
Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Of course not.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of...
Hey, those are not real weapons, by the way.
Manslaughter too, yeah?
What? Manslaughter? Oh, yeah. Okamura.
Talk about the
Wait,
works.
manslaughter.
To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this.
Yeah, apparently someone ratted
You seem to
him
be
out.
enjoying every second of it.
Is it true or not? Or they're saying that to cause distrust.
Know your place.
Justice? What justice?
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
I understand.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand.
Jesus
You
Christ.
must take full responsibility for their actions.
Hey, you're supposed to put me in a court of law. Not just, you know, beat me up. Even though he signs a confession. I accidentally almost streamed this, so I gotta delete that. Just, oop. I meant to do it. I'm gonna go delete it right now, actually. A 20th. Now, a lot of times, probably gonna pass. Sai, help me! Help me!
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor, Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
Ooh.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then.
Yeah, you're getting into a big mess.
I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important.
We drugged and beat him.
Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
I don't know. It's only been a year. I think you've let her be here long enough. Yeah, I think it's been a year since I started this.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
But we beat him up. That was safe.
I understand.
And they start the game all over again for the have to redo the flashback now. You have to beat this twice. Velvet room.
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Hooray!
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
Evil influence.
If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies,
Is the game already ending or something?
and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha. Am I not allowed to do any more social linking? That was it?
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing
jealousy
end
shut
to the
down.
hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
Yeah, which means they would give you less time than usual to do social linking. It's almost impossible to get through them.
Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
A deal?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept my proposal.
Do they still do death in Japan?
Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Where'd you get all this info?
The daughter of Wakaba
Well.
Ishiki, Futaba Sakura.
I could have a feeling.
The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy.
You're missing
and daughter
someone.
Of its CEO,
Or are you saving her for
Haru
last?
Okuno. And
Yeah.
the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Well, you're also missing someone, but we could have a rat. What do I do? That's right. Am I really making the right choice? Can't be. Can't be.
So you won't sell out your friends.
Okay, so I'm
Now
not
let me
supposed
change
to.
the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid?
You're gonna now name them?
Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people. Okay, I'm supposed to deny, deny, deny.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in?
I fight for
Let's
my
discuss one
justice.
other person,
Woohoo.
Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Nope. Not again. That's impossible.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
That's right. I'm not selling myself
Even
out.
now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It goes against justice.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking to the right path.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale.
We can't just go and, like, take a look at these palaces.
But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
You still doubt me? What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
I don't even remember that
There's
conversation.
no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Okay, prepare to get beaten, boy! You giving up?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Do you know this place?
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now.
Oh, yeah?
Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right, that's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out.
Catchy, right?
All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over.
Right? I don't know.
It's all up to you, leader.
What is this conversation? Hand it over. Alright.
Okay then.
Seems like there was a
Giving him
plan.
the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
This was a
What's
plan.
wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I'm starting to remember.
What do you recall?
What?
If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The confiscated item.
Confiscated? You mean this phone? It's yours, isn't it? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Him?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
I don't even know. What is this? Show it to the traitor.
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Catchy.
And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Oh, they're gonna fake suicide with him.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate. I already told you.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once.
Now I'm corrupted.
I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Akechi. It's gotta be Akechi. She finally understands me. Hooray, we maxed it out, right?
I am thou.
Yeah.
Thy thou hast.
Infinite power. True justice. Wait, what? New ability. What is it?
All right.
She has awakened to true justice. Fusion unlocked. Hold on, I got something, but they won't show me.
I'll be going now.
Take the phone. How do you get the phone out?
What good will this do, though?
I don't even know. I didn't know about that scene. Oh, damn.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
I can ask you the same thing.
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
He was an insider.
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me?
Huh? What?
What is this phone?
I felt the thing.
It belonged to the
It's
leader
purple.
of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
What?
Foolish woman.
This is supposed to be the suicide part? I don't know. You show him the phone, but with that, I thought you were supposed to show him like the entire phone, like the app.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
What are you?
Oh, you shot the cop! Because you want the gun.
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now it will be completed.
I mean, you can see this coming.
Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Ooh, his voice completely changed now. I'm evil. Akechi has unveiled his true identity. My bond with Akechi has grown deeper. What? Okay, whatever you say. Rank 8 of justice. What justice? Oh, anime cutscene. That's how you know it's important. You killed the cop, man. You gonna blame it on me? What's with the gloves? I don't want to stain myself.
Pieced it all together.
closed. This is how your justice ends.
Oh, damn. Did he die? Say you failed. Game over. Something's wrong. Sure. Yeah, okay, whatever. Won't. That's why he doesn't. There's no print, so with the gloves on, and you have the silencer. He's not dead, is he? Though I don't know how to explain it. He's not dead, but I don't know how. Or I got the bad ending. I don't know. Is there a bad ending in this game? Usually they have one. No, it's still going.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name.
This is the first time you guys are learning about this, so we had to do this.
Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
Where are they?
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Jesus Christ.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance.
Ooh.
I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
They know about the cat?
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
How do you know about the cat?
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Is he gonna suicide too?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious
Or
illness
whatever.
sometime soon.
That Baldy? Man, you guys are killing everyone. I mean, it's not suspicious, is it? Oh, there we go. Heart attack. Which would make sense on his end.
No, it can't be.
They betray me? They would never betray me. They didn't betray anyone else. Almost Sai.
Even me. God.
Whoa.
Damn it.
Well, it's like Okamura.
Shit.
Oh. I had to finish it for him.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
Well, that's obviously Futaba.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
What?
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well.
Oh, the guard's dead.
Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
I'm being used. I'm not even leading this thing. Whoa. What'd you feel? Purple? Oh, that guard.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
I'm not done.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
No one stopped by, of course.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Oh, by the way, you'll be eliminated. Just say that.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
Well, you said no one else had been here.
Asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever
Does
happened.
this guy know he's gonna get eliminated? He seems to believe it really easily.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
What's his name and stuff?
The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who is...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now.
Ryuji?
Ryuji?
Who are you?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you.
Who are
It's your
you?
second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Running away.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you.
He's got a
Just
bird.
do what's normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have...
Alibaba.
Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of
I can't read that.
their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into
That they should have translated. Because I can't read what the forums are saying.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
Did they just go back to their normal lives?
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president.
I think we can,
I'm sure
yeah.
you'll be admitted anywhere you apply.
We can let this one slide.
That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest
What?
in peace.
You're with him now?
That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified.
How did that
to rule the
happen?
world.
I thought you escaped it.
So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
Oh, geez, what a creep.
Breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps
Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
Mr. Train.
You're shitting me.
Only Futaba knows about the traitor thing?
We got him.
Oh. We've got him? He's talking about the real culprit? Ryuji's the guy who's actually... Imagine that. No, they seem all be in on it.
It would seem as though you have been
It seems you've been killed, bro.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Well, you see, in Persona 3... I'm joking. I was following my idol.
Remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know about it. You never told me.
Indeed. Your death was a necessity for your escape from certain
Of
doom.
course. To escape doom, you die.
What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well, then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
I apparently have a lot. I mean, of course, you know, I died to escape doom. What else? The first time I said something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
There was a conversation about pancakes?
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
I think we can't trust him. Akechi, right? Of course.
My thoughts exactly.
He heard Morgana?
It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Yeah.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
He's suspicious. Let's do some research.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
So why is everyone acting shocked about the suicide if apparently he was supposed to do it anyway? It seems only...
There's something else we want you to look into.
Of course, was everyone in on it? I think Ryuji was. Obviously Futaba. Morgana.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
The NSA can do it! You can do it, Futaba.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you.
Not impossible, she just needs the phone.
I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan.
Yay!
That's perfect.
What kind of plan?
An incredible one.
Ooh. Futaba's going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I don't know. It involved him getting dieted. Whoa.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
How did we get in here?
It'll be a gamble.
Makoto knew. Everyone knows about it.
Work. You can't tell a thing.
What? They just skipped out all this story because of some amnesia bullcrap.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
I am a robot. My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. I didn't die. It was a dummy. This whole time it was a puppet. Oh. Yeah, what was that? A shadow? An illusion? And he's okay. I don't get it. I don't get it, alright? What was that? How did that even happen? What did you do? Sure. At Okamura's. Might as well, since it's been forever. I mean, I'll get an explanation. It's just confounding to me. He went down easy. So did he do it or not? Execute accomplices too. Well, the SIU director is still, like, dead, regardless. Evil is destined to perish. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. What is this, to throw people off the track of the Phantom Thieves temporarily? I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Are you listening? I am. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. It's on a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind these mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Akira-kun. If we go into Sisa's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces. To think he would be this far gone, I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is impossible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. So this really was just a step to shift the blame onto us. He made us go after Okamura, then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us that he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard and catch it down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it? No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere, the grand mastermind behind us all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi. But what means do we have to learning his identity? We'll have to make Akechi say it, but once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that it's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it, so we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard suggestion. But if we go into the palace as told, Akira will get arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage. What's this all of a sudden? There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off us, all while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me. If he wants to kill Akira, why not let him? that is inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive Akira-kun, all the while believing he killed the real one. Oh, what? That's why we're inside the palace the entire time, so the real Akira's not dead. Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Listen close. Everyone, I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out. Well, it kind of makes sense now, but at the same time, what happens to Joker? But wait, I thought they were real, not their cognitive form. Oh, this is just confusing right now.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down.
I knew about this. He's already out? When did he get out?
You're her sister, correct?
Ooh, meeting face to face.
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
What were you even doing with this case?
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
He's not dead.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
He might have
Still,
suspicion.
How'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
Considered? You can fake a death.
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe.
Oh,
It
man.
was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
That would fill me in, too. I'm
We
now...
wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec.
I don't know nothing about no metaverse.
Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
I thought you guys were just playing hero.
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yes. He was too suspicious.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
That was joining our team. I
Couldn't
guess.
you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
Who's gonna believe it?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
I'm an old man. I don't learn new things.
So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
You see, they're just using Sojiro here just to benefit the viewer who's like who doesn't know what's going on.
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
Haha.
You mean a cat?
We have a talking cat.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
Hey, you can't understand him.
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
I think I remember something like that at the TV station, though. but it's been so far
When
gone.
we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
I thought I remembered something like that. Well, it's been a while though. Like I said, I've been playing this for a year. Can't remember every detail.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app.
Ha! He was bamboozled and I didn't even know
I was
it.
pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate
Yes,
him
it is
after
real.
destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
Ooh.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
That's what we said, right?
No, ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
So much to take in. So much to take in. Can't you explain in terms I understand?
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
Did it?
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
That brings back memories.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
Sounds like someone else we know.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi.
But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
So we changed our heart in the end. Hooray!
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
In a technical sense.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
I'll let it slide for later.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse.
That's a weird drawing.
Our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
I'm still kind of confused. Like, it was in the real world, it was in the metaverse, the interrogation room, and you can kill the cognitive person without...
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure.
Because you can't take the treasure because it would destroy the palace, right?
This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
So it wasn't unexpected.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us.
How do you even know that?
And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Still a bit confusing. There was an interrogation room also set up in that casino-like place. But again, if you kill a cognitive person, doesn't that count as like them dying?
Getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. What's with the face? Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious
evil Akechi.
for a leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
With no one there?
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you.
A year?
We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
That was the shaky part, huh?
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Yeah, short time. I don't remember. Drugs. Was he really drugged? Don't remember drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
And got beat up.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Hooray!
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I hate myself.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made a catchy kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
What idiots.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Wait, you think the world's squeaky clean?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
Yay!
I made sure nobody would
Convoluted.
check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Man, she's really into him. Even like, this is like the canon waifu. It was close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
Yeah, you smiled.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
Everyone likes this place.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
What skill did you give me?
That's reassuring to hear.
How can you help? Inside
I'll do
info?
whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Coffee and curry.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk.
Ho ho, now we've been graduated at the first floor instead of attic.
You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Damn, we've really listened to his heart.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
This guy can't leave. Basically, I'm living my life here.
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Am I just giving you my attic now? A shut-in.
Let us accept his offer.
Basically turning to
Great
Futaba.
man.
That's my adopted father. Uncle. I don't know what he is. The summary of the story up to... Yeah. I don't need a summary. I think you pretty much just told me everything. Akira Kurusu.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's me, Akechi.
Hi, Akechi.
Enter.
I didn't even bother looking at his name until now.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
I just can't get over this name.
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
They're dead.
The
now
cause
they're
of
not.
death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
I will give him
It
2
was
seconds.
thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
Hey, we're gonna prevent that.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom
So full of
Thieves.
yourself.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Is this phone still bugged? So I can't leave, apparently.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month.
That's
while
2
voting
days.
will be held on the 18th of next.
That's December.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Oh, this matters more than you think, even though you can't vote.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
This might be important, guys. No, that was important, actually.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He
Ah.
said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, the bald guy with glasses.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
I just figured it out. There's no build-up.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
Yep.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
A simple change of heart. I mean, he's also in charge of that thing.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
Oh yeah, you were a government worker, weren't you?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
What's he gonna do? He doesn't know what was going on.
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
How do you get such power?
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected.
Now that's why you came to him?
The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime minister? What about the world?
Okay, hold on. This guy has... Japan has... His influence on the world stage is quite... Not minimal, but... He's just gonna ruin Japan. He won't do anything to the world. Japan's not a powerhouse here. So don't get full of yourselves.
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for prime minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
The
What
Diet?
kind of things go through a politician's head?
I don't know.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any
Would it
ideas?
be the Diet? The Diet building. Of course, I mean, I'm not even Japanese and I know about it.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet building?
It's really pronounced Diet. I thought it would be Diet. Why is it the Diet? That just sounds weird.
Our next target's the big
Never
shot
actually heard it
politician
pronounced.
Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah!
Akechi's later, I presume.
Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge.
And I won't need to grind.
Then it's unanimous.
Oh, by the way, we have something with Morgana we're eventually have to take care of. There's something we're missing.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
No, it's castle, because we already
No
done the
fart
castle.
Like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
He sees it as his
We'll have to deal
personal
with
plaything.
Election day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
It'll take them like a month.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
He'll study from home.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
Haha, Kawakami's back in for me.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches.
Take down the real enemy? I don't know.
Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Oh. Oh, hey, whoa. You gonna go on their level?
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
That's it? You know, I was actually expecting him to go dark.
He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
What haven't you thought of? Why are there no flying cars yet?
We're intellectuals, you know.
Uh-huh.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
I'm gonna take you guys out before you scare me.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Then there's the second round, and the third round, and the fourth round.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I should be grinded up enough, I think. I did cheat a bit.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy.
And you were the ace detective.
Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power.
Oh, he fell for something?
I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers.
Oh, 2 years ago he had those powers?
If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
He was gonna betray me!
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion.
Only to die.
He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it.
Oh no.
He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
He went to his palace.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
So kill them slowly.
Which is why I made them suspects.
Oh.
Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators
just exposition.
from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Build nukes then.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One.
The Chosen One, man!
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
The eventual debauchery that I want.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Or doing anything.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
What am I gonna do this entire time? Play games?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Your enemy is my enemy. What if you're my enemy,
I'm going
Morgana?
to stay with you until the very end.
How far is the end, though? Well, usually it's around February, March.
Well,
looks like things
how do
finally
I
settled
put
down.
this?
Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
The Chief's right. Let's hit the hay. Not yet. I'm gonna
should write
save
something.
because it's been a while. Woo, what a long part. An hour 16, man. Time to finally give this a rest and, well, you know. Alright then, next time, well, looks like we'll be heading into a palace soon. Shido's palace. Clear the false charges, infiltrate Shido's palace, steal Shido's heart. I don't know, man. I guess I can't go outside, so what am I going to be able to do in between? I don't know. But until then, so long.